Hey, how are you? Um, it's Junior Romero, and sorry I have all these, I'm trying to find out what they are. I think they're ground up. They're supposed to be ground up flax seeds that didn't get ground very well. But anyway, um, I wanted to talk to you about, um, my TV channel, and then also about what I'm doing. Okay. Uh, my channel is about my love for music, which I'm a singer, which I'll post more things of me singing, but mainly my new experience with uh, centering my diet and health. So these are things that I'm focusing my energy and my light towards, and that's what I want to do. Um, I want to talk about uh, the effects of. Well, let me tell you about my show. What I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm going to be making video posts about different things that I find out about, different things that I read about. I'm definitely going to try a large majority of these things and then give you a realistic report about it. And if it worked, if it didn't work, but it's, what I felt, what I did not feel. Okay. Now, I want to talk about one major thing, uh, which I've been investing in, which is alkaline water. And I actually have a glass ready. Let me grab it. Oh, I know that I should probably get a glass cup, or something that's BP. I think it's BPA or BP something. Anyway, well, it doesn't have uh, that chemical, I guess, or whatever it's called that they say plastic gives off. It's toxic. I'll find out more about that and I'll give you the correct thing. But I did read an article about it a while ago, and I don't know how I always run across information that I'm definitely not looking for, but it just pops up, and then I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know that was in existence, and therefore I start trying to incorporate it or I keep it for later, and I'm like, man, I can't really, I can't believe that I found out about that, so many years ago, found out about that so many years ago, and now I'm incorporating it into my life, and it makes a big difference. And then when I'm having conversation with people, I feel more involved in the conversation. I'm like, wow, I can't believe how much. I mean, people would say esoteric jargon or useless information that you would learn, but I mean, is it really useless? I don't know. I think that it is useful. It's helping me now that I'm implementing it. I think the only time that things become useless is when you don't have implementation with it. So if you think about just a psychological or philosophical, I should say, moment right now, I'm going to have with you is if you think about all the things in your life that you do know to do and how to do, and you're not using them and they're not benefiting you in a financial manner or in a spiritual manner, or if that even be something that's on your list, if you even care about spiritual things, or uh, a psychological or mental manner, you're losing out. You're losing. They don't matter. It's unnecessary knowledge. Like a large majority of the people, I can get off on a tangent really quick, just for 5 seconds, and then I'll come back to reality. But a large majority of people that know all these laws and are doing all these things about, well, this is unconstitutional and that's unconstitutional, and we have rights, but yet they don't go and they don't write anybody. They don't let their neighbor know. They don't get a list of people together. They don't start a group or do anything to try to activate the knowledge that they know. It's useless. So, with that said and done, we should all, including myself, which is one of my, I guess now it has to be one of my bylaws for my own personal self, would be to make use of everything that I know and make it work for me in some capacity or another. It doesn't necessarily have to bring money, because people think that, for something to be working for you, it has to be financially viable, but that's not necessarily true. You can turn something that you love into a financially viable situation, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. It just means using it. You could use it for yourself, self-purpose. Like, there's people that know how to grow a garden. They don't ever have to sell the garden. They just grow it and they eat the herbs from it. They benefit. So, I mean, it's one of those things. Anyway, now that I'm off of my philosophical kick, let me get back on the health kick. The water is good. It's good. It's water. Do I notice a big hell of a difference? Uh, it depends. It really does. It depends on if I drink it in the morning. Sometimes I drink it and I feel a surge. Sometimes I drink it and I feel nothing. So I can't tell you that every single time. But then there's the larger majority of the time I do feel a difference. So it's like a 75% thing. Is it psychological? It may be. Is it physical? It may be. I don't know. I mean, I have my litmus paper. I think this is called litmus paper. Litmus, or litmus, something like that. I gotta look up the word and I'll tell you exactly what it is. But I have the paper, and it does definitely show that this water is alkaline. So nobody is pulling a trick or a fast one on me, stating that it is not. And that's the reason why I bought the paper, because I wanted to make sure I'm not being a jackass and just buying some water that somebody says is alkaline. But this water I actually got from a filter, a very expensive filter at that. And I can definitely tell you that it's 9.5, and very, it's a lot stronger or more concentrated alkaline water, pH, a higher pH, and I can definitely feel the difference from, per se, drinking something like Essentia. Even though they say that theirs is 9.5, I don't know. The first time I drank Essentia, I can tell you, because I never drank alkaline water before, that I definitely did feel a difference, and I definitely do feel a difference from this. One of the effects that I feel is I'm thirstier. I feel like I need, especially when I first go, when I get it out of the machine, I need to constantly be drinking water. I feel like I'm not being fed enough water during the day. So I do understand why they might say drink a gallon of water a day to hydrate your body. It's really not. I don't know if it's based off of something that's scientific, more so than they watched somebody probably that was drinking real water from like a spring or a well that was naturally alkalized, and they drank a gallon of water a day because they kept needing it, to do it. But you will drink more water. At least that's what I did. I can't say you will definitely, because that's, are no absolutes. But I believe that if you try it and it works out for you, drink more water. You can't hurt yourself by drinking more water. I'm convinced that you probably will, but you may or you may not. Maybe you won't see a difference. Maybe you do. It's something worth trying. If somebody's saying it's worth your health, research it. Research the benefits of something being alkalized in your body. Uh, put alkaline things in your body and feel the difference. Don't just depend on somebody giving you some medical research. People gear research and things towards who's paying the bill. I mean, anytime you see information, just look at who's footing the bill. It's always going to be geared towards what they believe to be true or to be false. So, what I do is I try. I tried the water. I feel something in it. Now, I can't tell you that this is definitely something that's going to make me live longer or feel better about life, or or do something great for me that I didn't have before. I can't tell you that. I can tell you that this is a suggestion that was made by many different medical people, some of them whom I believe. And I want to believe that what they're telling me is true. It's alkalized. And if if everybody is kind of saying the same thing, and I know not all of them can be on payrolls, because some of them are, you know, not making any money at all, and others of them are making a large majority of money. And these are people that are selling products and doing things, and everybody's pointing towards you need to have a more alkaline based uh, body. So with that set in mind, I'm definitely pursuing this, and I want to see where it's going to go. So try some alkaline water, see if you like it. Do some research. I'm going to research more about it, and I'm going to really get down to the nitty gritty of this in the future. And so I'll have hard research, but also self-made laboratory work where I actually, do experiments and check in it, check on it and see if it's something that is really beneficial, or am I just wasting my money or my time? Okay? So you guys have a nice day, and cheers.